The following is an original presentation of the Wiregrass Black History Channel, collecting, preserving, sharing local history.
Growing up in the bottom during those days was like being at a buffet. There was a variety of experiences and individuals. There were options. You were surrounded by people from all walks of life. The good, the bad, the ugly was all there. We were surrounded by teachers, preachers, professionals in the black middle class and upper class at that time. And it was somewhat amazing that those people from various and different walks of life and different backgrounds were able to live in one neighborhood and coexist in harmony. My fondest memories would be on a Saturday when we would go up in the bottom to Sheffield's barber shop to get our hair cut, get an ice cream cone, and then make our way back. That was probably the only time as a small kid I was really allowed to roam up in that area of the neighborhood and to go to the barbershop with the instruction, come straight back home. And I remember one Saturday when I had gotten old enough to go there by myself, I left the barbershop, I went in one of the cafes, sat on the bar stool and asked for a drink. And he asked what kind of drink. I only knew Coca-Cola. He gave me the Coca-Cola. I sat there, drank my Coca-Cola, not knowing that word had already gotten back to the house to my daddy that I had walked in the cafe and ordered a drink. And he was waiting on me when I got home. And I think that was the first time I went in a nightclub, and I don't think I went in another one because of the lesson that Daddy imprinted on me from that day. Living in that area and growing up helped shape my view of the world in the sense that I was surrounded by people who were committed to excellence. I lived next door to my elementary teacher, and then in the back door was my other elementary teacher. I was surrounded by people who were accomplished and who were proficient in their professions. I became a teacher probably because of the influence of those teachers who lived in the neighborhood, who I was surrounded by. In that neighborhood, about every third house was a preacher. So I grew up with preachers being in my house 3 or 4 times a week with my father, who was a preacher. And being around those people, preachers and teachers, probably contributed to my career choice to become a teacher and a preacher. I believe that history is important to a people, that in order for a people, a community, to thrive, they must have not only an understanding, but an appreciation of the things that we have created that shaped us, and be able to pass that on to the next generation, and that future generations can build on the contributions and the sacrifices of previous generations. And so often we allow too much of our history to be forgotten, to be erased, or to be devalued. And it's incumbent upon us, those of us who grew up in the neighborhoods, those of us who were shaped by the neighborhoods, to preserve the good things and pass it on to the next generation.